We are aware that the hearts of young children are often bound due to various reasons. If you encounter such situation around you, what you should do? What is CPR technique? Well, hello, my name is Flory. Let's learn how to save people through CPR technique. We have our expert over here. There has been an increase in heart attack deaths over the past few years. Let's talk to our expert. Please, sir, introduce yourself.
I am Dr. Yogesh Gupta. I am a senior consultant physician working in Ahmedabad since 20 years.
So, what could be the cause, doctor?
See, you have used two things in the same question, past few years and the incidence of heart attack. I will say not past few years, but this last year. There is an increase in the incidences of heart issues, not heart attack. What has happened is we are seeing constantly in the reports that there are people who suddenly falls down while walking, while doing gym, while doing garba or while just doing studies in the school or colleges. And they are declared dead once they are brought to the emergency room of any hospital. And these are the cases of sudden cardiac arrest or sudden cardiac death. We don't know whether it is because of the heart, whether it is because of the brain, or whether it is because of something else that is going on in the body, because we don't have data of postmortem or autopsies being done on them. So definitely you are right that there is a sudden increase in this type of events. Yes, you are right that there is sudden increase in the death, but actually as a scientific person, we are not in a knowledge why this is happening because we don't have data of autopsies.
All right. So, what's the difference between cardiac arrest and heart attack?
So this is a very good question because the best way to understand is in a house, if there is an issue of water supply, then it is a plumbing issue. The same thing happens in the heart. Heart requires blood for its pumping, for its nutrition, and that is supplied by various blood vessels. When there is blockage in those vessels, then it is called heart attack. The person will while present with chest pain, ghabraman, breathlessness, pain radiating to the hand, to the shoulder, or nausea or vomiting. So that is heart attack. But when we are talking about cardiac arrest, it is like electrical issue, whereby your lights and your tube lights and all will get switched off. That's how our heart also works. Our heart is connected to the brain through and to the spinal cord through various nerves that are supplied to the heart. And they are supplied so that the heart can pump in a very synchronized way. When the heart stops pumping because of this electrical issue, then it is called cardiac arrest. So the difference is vast, plumbing and electric issue. The most important thing is in a cardiac arrest patient, the chances of heart attack is only 5 to 10%. Apart from that, a patient can have a problem in heartbeat. It might be irregular heartbeat, problem in salt imbalances like potassium, sodium, magnesium, calcium. The muscle might be weak because of the childhood issues, maybe because of the congenital issues. And other than that, as of now, we don't know whether COVID is causing this heart problem or not. Scientifically, there are murmurs going on. There are articles that have been published worldwide that says that COVID itself, the vaccine, not the vaccine, but the infection itself are increasing the increasing the level of cardiac arrest and heart attack.
All right. During early times, we used to see the adults were facing the heart attack issues. But now we see even 8-year-old children out there are facing such issues. Like, what could be the reason?
That is the point of worry. And that's the reason we scientific community have been asking constantly to the policymakers and to the authorities that if it would have been the case of elderlies, then we would have accepted it that over the years this is happening. We would have accepted even in the age of 40 or above that maybe because of COVID, maybe because of other infection, maybe because of some other issues, the deaths or the heart issues are increasing, but these are increasing in children. So when we are seeing such type of cases, we need to do a scientific study and we require two things in that. One is called verbal autopsy, means you need to investigate. You need to talk to the parents about the history of the child, about the history of the family, about the history of the familial issues of such types. And the second thing is medical autopsy. Without these two things, it's very difficult to tell why these things are increasing in the children.
All right. What could be the precautionary measures that a person can take?
So heart attack, definitely there are so many precautions. Good type of sleep, good eating or healthy eating, healthy exercise, regular checkups, heart attack is okay. Cardiac arrest is a sudden event. It will happen in whom it's difficult to predict. But the best thing that a person can do to find out whether he or she is at risk of cardiac arrest is familial tree.
All right.
We need to have a tree, family tree, which says that who all in the family had the issue of cardiac arrest. Maybe elderlies. They slept in the night and they got up and they were found dead in the morning. It's a cardiac arrest or a cardiac death or a sudden death. So this type of history. Who all have blood pressure, diabetes, kidney issue, stroke issues, paralysis, who all are on the medicines of all these things. If we know this, then at least as a person I can know that I am at a risk. And once I find out that I am at a risk, then right type of investigation. There is a blind run of going for an investigation like ECG, echo. These are not going to help you out. You need to go to a doctor. You need to talk to him about your family history. You need to talk to him about your own lifestyle. You need to be honest about your lifestyle, whether you eat properly or not, whether you eat outside food or not, whether you do abuse or not, whether you do alcohol, tobacco, smoking, whether you do exercise or not. And then that doctor will help you to find out the right investigation. And those investigations, once done, the interpretation has to be proper. You need to follow the advice of doctors. If you don't follow that, then it's just the case of doing reports and then living your life as you are living it.
Rightly said, like you have to follow the advice of the doctors. While you were here, you spoke to the Vibes of India team, you explained them what is C3. Could you do it to our other viewers over here?
When you see somebody in front of you who has collapsed, then you are supposed to do three things. We call it as 3C. These are the part of calls, that is chest compression, only life support. The first C is call. The first thing you need to do is shout out for the help, whereby you ask person standing nearby you to call 108. Second thing you need to do is check, because you need to know whom you need to do CPR. So first thing is consciousness level, whereby you apply pressure on the chest or you thumb the chest of the patient. You try to call him out, and if the patient do not respond, if there are no movement of the eyes or hand or legs, then the patient is unconscious. The second thing that you need to check is breathing. So for that you need to put 2 fingers on the nose. If the breathing is there, you will feel it. If you don't feel it, then the patient is not breathing. And the third thing that you need to see is the heartbeat. For that, the best thing is to put your ear on the chest of the patient. If you hear the sound of heartbeat, that means the patient is having heartbeat or his heart is working. If either of the three or all of the three, where unconscious patient is there, no breathing is there, no heartbeat is there, you need to start the third C, that is called compress. You need to use your hands for that. First thing you need to do is you have to decide the place on the chest, that is the center of the chest, at the center of the 2 nipples. You have to use your hands, whereby you put your hands like this, clasp your fingers. You have to put your this part of the hand on the chest. You have to keep your elbow straight, locked, and your shoulder straight. So this is the position whereby you put it on the chest. Then with this position, you need to apply 30 times pressure on the chest, as good as 1 inch of the pressure. You have to count 30. After that, take a breath. Then you start taking again. You again do the same thing for 30 times. Take some breath for yourself. Then again count it for 30 times. After doing 3 times, 30, 30, 30, you again see whether there is response, there is breathing, there is heartbeat or not. If not, repeat it again. If yes, then wait for 108 to come. Keep observing the patient. If again these 3 things goes away, you again restart the cardiac massage, and this is how you actually do calls. So 3C, call, call, check and compress.
I'm sure our viewers won't forget call, check and compress. And for more detailed video, please watch our another video that is uploaded on Vibes of India, where our team, Vibes of India team, have trained under them how to do the perfect CPR and how to gain that perfect pressure on it and save lives, definitely.
Thank you.
So that's it for today. Thank you for watching Vibes of India. If possible, share this video with more people to spread awareness and knowledge. Please like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and for more updates, keep watching Vibes of India.